Good morning. Today I would discuss from chapter number 3. From chapter number 3, today I would discuss two topics. Number one, Beel Revolt of 1819, and another topic I would discuss, that is Coal Rebellion 1831-1832. Now let us discuss about Beel Revolt of 1819. But before starting my class, I would like to appeal to all my students to get ready with your pen and copy, so that any important question, any important information, if I give you, you may not, so that you may not note down then and there. So now let us start my class with Beel Revolt 1819. First and foremost, the question is here, burning question. Who were the Beels? Who were the Beels? One question is this: Beels were a tribal people. They were warlike people, and they were very backward. They belonged to backward tribe. Okay, and they belong to Western Ghat hill of Maharashtra and Gujarat. They used to stay there. And in Western Ghat hilly area, one place is Khandesh. Khandesh was their stronghold. Over there, they used to stay, as I've already told you, that in hilly area, Western hilly area of Gujarat and Maharashtra, they used to stay in the areas, but Khandesh was their stronghold. They used to stay there. After that, it is said that their work was they used to loot the people of Khandesh. Okay, they used to also do the agriculture. Okay, all these works they had. And when the movement started, when the Beels revolted, one question arises here, that why the Beels revolted against the colonial government, why the Beels started the revolt against the colonial government. So we will discuss. But one very important information to be noted, that it is alleged by the British government that Bajirao II and his Lieutenant General Trimbakji, they alleged that they instigated the Beels to raise the standard of the revolt against the British government. These were the allegations made by the British government. After that, another topic we will see here, that topic we will see in Beel Revolt. Who were the leaders? Question may be asked to you, that who were the leaders of the Beels? The leader of the Beels were Chil Naik of Satmals, Hiriya and Dusrust. They were the important leaders. And this movement spread in the area of Ajanta, Satmala and Satpura. In these areas, the revolt is spread. I have written everything for you, so that at the time of my lecture, while giving my lecture, you may note down, you may hear my lecture and you may note down all the information, all the important information which I have jotted down here in the board. Now, what were the causes of the Beel Revolt of 1819? Number one cause, as I've already told you, that the Beels had established their stronghold at Khandesh. Khandesh is an important place of Western Ghat hilly area. Okay, so Khandesh was captured by British government, colonial government, in the year 1818. And when this Khandesh area was captured or seized or conquered by the British government in the year 1818, this became the important cause of the Beel Revolt of 1819. Number second cause, it's written here, rigorous law of the British. After when they captured Bengal, captured Bengal after the Battle of Plassey 1757, after the Battle of Buxar 1764, and Treaty of Allahabad. So they had taken the way to the south, western part of India. Okay, and they had, by defeating the Marathas, by defeating the Peshwas, they had captured. Okay, after capturing, they wanted, they had carved out a program, carved out the plan to enforce, to implement, to introduce the revenue tax or revenue system in the western hilly areas. Okay, so they had made many laws to collect or to seize the revenue from that area, from the Western Ghat area where the Beel used to stay. So the law of the British was very rigorous, it was very tough, and that caused the revolt of Beels in the year 1819. Number 3 cause, if you go to see, British officials, when the Beels could not pay the revenue, or they did not listen to the British officials. So the women of the Beels were taken away by the English officials. They were insulted. It was not tolerated by the Beels, and ultimately they had revolted against the British government, British officials and colonial officials. After that, next, that is propagation of Christianity. This is the common cause for the all tribal and peasant revolt. Propagation of Christianity. These Beels, innocent people, illiterate people, poor people, British government had sent the Christian missionaries to propagate about the Christianity. Okay, so the important leaders, as I've already told you, Chil Nayak of Satmans, Hiray and Dusrust, they did not like, they resented the propagation of Christian missionary in these areas, in the area of Western Ghat hilly area of Gujarat, of Maharashtra, and other remote areas, and ultimately this became the cause for the Beel revolt. After that, practice, and one more thing, result. What result had taken place? Result was that the Beel revolt was suppressed. It became failure. They could not face the British government. Afterwards, one question is asked, that what are the causes of the Beel revolt of 1819? So, what causes I have discussed, you'll write down. Question may be asked to you that name a few leaders of Beel revolt, you will tell. After that, another one very important thing, that venue of the Beel revolt. It is spread in the area of Ajanta. It is spread in the area of Satmala. It is spread in the area of Satpura. In these areas, the Beel revolt of 1819 is spread like wildfire. Okay, as I've already told you that the Beel could not face the British government and the colonial government, and they were suppressed iron-handedly. So, what were the characteristics of these revolt, of this Beel revolt? Actually, number one characteristic, guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare, when the Beels could not face the British government, British officials, colonial officials, so they had carved out, they had invented a new system of facing the British officials. That is guerrilla war tactics. Guerrilla war tactics. I have written here, you may note down from here. After that is participation of women in this. This is a very important characteristics of Beel revolt of 1819, that women also participated in this revolt. Along with the men, shoulder to shoulder, they participated in the Beel revolt. This is very important feature, the participation of women in the Beel revolt. After that, zamindars were also persecuted by the English government. Okay, so zamindars had supported the Beels, and ultimately we see that with the support of zamindar, Beels started a revolt. So Beels were not alone. Zamindars also supported the Beels in the revolt against the British government, against the colonial government. After that, Nature, if we go to see nature, we will see that it was a mass uprising. Bheels, okay, these Bheels tribal people, they were not only the people, the other people of Gujarat, of Maharashtra, of Ajanta, of Satmal, of Satpura, the people, the masses also participated, not only Bheels. So it became the mass uprising. After that, number 2, we will see anti-British. The nature of the Bheel was anti-British. This movement or this revolt was against the British government. That is why the nature of the Beel revolt of 1819 is anti-British. After that we see that as zamindars had supported the Beels, so it is also Beel zamindar uprising a revolt. So these were the nature of the Beel revolt of 1819. Okay, so question may be asked to you that what were the characteristics of the Beel revolt. So what characteristics I have discussed, you will write down. What were the nature of the revolt of Beel? Nature I have already discussed. You will write down. After that, another topic we will discuss, that is Coal Rebellion 1831-1832. Coal Rebellion. Now I have used, when I will give the lecture about the Coal Rebellion of 1831-1832, many terms have been used. What terms have been used? Coal. Now, first and foremost, the question arises in our mind that coal, who were the coals? Coal was the oldest tribe of India. Coals were also known as Ladaka. L-A-R-A-K-A, Ladaka, means fighter. Coals consisted of other tribal people like Holes, Ho, Orans, Munda, Kasis. Okay, Coals consisted of these tribal people. After that, another term we will use, Madhav Singh. Who was Madhav Singh? Question may be asked to you for 1 mark. Who was Madhav Singh? Madhav Singh was a Diwan of English, okay, who was collecting the revenue from these coals, okay, from these coals. Ultimately, what happens that this Madhav Singh, when he was collecting the revenue, because the coals they had made the eligible, the land, forest was converted into agreeable land, okay, and by spending the sweat and blood, they converted the land eligible for the cultivation. But on that particular land, after the introduction of the permanent settlement system in the year 1793, the English government had introduced the permanent settlement system. So when the officials of the British government demanded the revenue from these innocent and illiterate coal people, so they resented. Okay, and we see that one battle had taken place, and that battle is known as Battle of Chaibasa. The period of Chaibasa is 1821-22. 1821-22, when the British government demanded the revenue, extra revenue from them. They resented, and this battle had taken place, and this battle is known as Battle of Chaibasa. Question may be asked to you that when was the Battle of Chaibasa was fought? That was fought in the year 1821-1822, and what was the result? In Chaibasa, the coals were defeated by the English, and in this Chaibasa, Battle of Chaibasa, we see that the zamindar of Porahat, and the English officials, okay, participated in this battle against the coals, and the coals were defeated. Okay, so the coals, they had got the very deep wound. Okay, they did not forget the insult by the British officials. Ultimately, in the year 1831-1832, this was this revolt, coal revolt was started. Anyway, now one question may be asked to you, that who were the important leaders of the coal rebellion? So I have written here, you can see that Bindrai, Manki, Buddha Bhagat and Jai Bhagat, Madara Munda and Shiv Munda. They were the important leaders of coal revolt 1831-32. Now one question may be asked to you. I have noted down the question that is in the year 2017 in Madhyamik examination. One question is there from coal rebellion, that is MCQ. Shiv Munda was the leader of 4 options are given there. Okay, Shiv Munda. So students get confusion that Shiv Munda, that means he belongs to Munda revolt. Okay, but that is not so. Shiv Munda is not the leader of the Munda revolt. Shiv Munda was the leader of coal revolt. So don't get confused. In the year 2018, another question is asked from coal revolt, that is coal revolt 1831-32 took place. 4 options are given there. But the right answer is Chota Nagpur. Right answer is Chota Nagpur. So don't get confusion. After that, venue, the coal revolt is spread in the area of Hazaribagh, Manbhum, Palamu, Singhbhum and Chota Nagpur area. Now we will discuss another one term, Chota Nagpur. Chota Nagpur area. What is this Chota Nagpur area? Chota Nagpur area is also known as southwest frontier. Chota Nagpur area is also known as southwest frontier, where Jharkhand and the adjacent area of West Bengal, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Okay, this Chota Nagpur area, that is also known as southwest frontier, and Jharkhand and the adjacent area of West Bengal, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. These area put together and it's called Chota Nagpur area. One more information that we will see, by the regulation of 1833, Chota Nagpur area was exempted from the general law and regulation. We will we will see that when the Chota Nagpur coal revolt was a failure, when the coals could not face the British government, when it was failure, ultimately what happened, that English had sanctioned a facility. That facility by the regulation 1833, that Chota Nagpur area was exempted from any law, British law or regulation. Another information, in the year 1854, it was changed from southwest frontier to Chota Nagpur area. Officially, it came to be known as Chota Nagpur area in the year 1854. Now, let us discuss the causes of the Chota Nagpur, causes of the coal rebellion of 1831-1832. Question may be asked to you that what were the causes of the coal revolt of 1831-32. Number 1 cause we will see, introduction of the permanent settlement system. I have already discussed in my previous classes, in my last classes, what was permanent settlement system. When the permanent settlement system was introduced, so the coals resisted this system, and that caused the coal revolt. Number 2, arrival of Diku. Diku, I think Diku, D-I-K-U-S, Dikus. Question may be asked, who were D-I-K-U-S, Dikus? Dikus were the outsiders. They had come to the Chota Nagpur area, Hazaribagh area, Chaibasa area. They had come and they were the agents of the British government. They were the agents of the colonial government. So they had demanded that tax on liquor. Okay. They had demanded the tax on liquors. These Dikus are outsiders. They told the coals to pay the tax. Okay, extra tax. They asked them to pay. So Dikus were not liked the coals. Anyway, after that, number second, arrival of Dikus. It was not liked by them because of their wrong policy, because of their persecution on the simple-minded coals. After that, number three, fraudulent shopkeepers and moneylenders. These shopkeepers, they used to give them less weight, okay, and the crop which they cultivated, okay, they bought the crops in very less amount. And after that, another term I have used, fraudulent money lenders. These money lenders used to give when because of the permanent settlement system, when the zamindars demanded revenue from the coals. So ultimately, what happened? These simple coals, simple-minded coals, they had gone to the money lenders for the loan, but the rate of the loan was very high. Okay, and in that way they were cheated, they were looted. So this caused the coal revolt. After that, number four, propagation of Christianity. As I've already told you just now, that when I was discussing Beel Revolt of 1819, one cause of the Beel Revolt, that is propagation of Christianity. Christians forcefully converted them to Christianity. Okay, so ultimately to the fold of Christian. So ultimately this became the cause. After that, beginning, how this coal revolt started. Coal revolt started. Madhav Singh, he was the Diwan of English. He demanded the revenue from them, and that triggered the coal revolt. Afterwards, Battle of Chaibasa, I have already discussed, 1822, 1821. Okay, because the zamindar of Purahat, okay, and English, they participated in the Battle of Chaibasa, in which coals were defeated. Okay, and that is how the coal revolt started in the year 1831-32. Okay, after that, nature, if you go to see, anti-British. It was an anti-British movement. It was an anti-British revolt. You all know, you write on. After that, anti-exploitation. British officials, the Dikus, Gomastas, and the mediators of the colonial government, British government, they used to exploit the simple-minded coals, uneducated coals. Okay, it is a nature. And next thing, pro-tribal. It was a pro-tribal. It was the people, the coal people were the tribal people. Okay, as I've already told you, that Bols, Orans, Mundas, Kasis, okay, they consisted of coals. So it was a tribal movement. Why? Because it was started by the tribal people. Okay, so what have we studied here? We have studied that what do you mean by Dikus, okay, and the areas where it is spread, the coal revolt, where it is spread, okay, the leaders of the coal revolt, all these things, plus causes we have seen. Question may be asked to you that what were the causes of the coal revolt, you will write down. After that, nature I have also discussed. Okay, plus at the same time, the question appeared from 2017 and 2018. Okay, from here, what question appeared in 2017-18, I have told you. So I hope you all have understood. Okay, I hope you all have understood. So note down what I have told you, make notes of that. Okay, and how did you like my class? You inform me, you just give me your comment box is there, write down. If you have any question related to today's topic, write down your question. How have you liked the class? You tell me. Okay, and at last I will tell you that study hard and take full advantage of this lockdown, and what I have discussed is contact other books and all. So till today, thank you very much.